Hello. It's been a little while, I don't know, a week or two since I made a video. I've been busy with other projects. Maybe I'll show you some of the stuff I've been doing. You might be interested in it. I want to paint the new track work over here today. I put this in a few weeks ago and it's still just nickel silver colored. And I'm going to paint it. The rest of my track is all painted, so this might as well get painted too. And I'm going to experiment with colors today. Generally I paint my track kind of a whitish gray, but today I'm going to try painting it more of a rusty color, but I don't want to get it everywhere. I've been looking at pictures, mostly on Google Street View. It seems to be mostly the track that's rusty, not a big smear of rust everywhere. Maybe a little bit along the chairs, not very much. I'm going to go for that look. Here's another one. It's a lot easier to paint when you don't have all these obstacles in the road. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some masking tape. A couple things I want to mask off. This is automotive pinstriping tape, and I buy it because it's really good and it's also very cheap. So I'm just going to mask off the contact points on my turnouts, on my points. I don't really rely on these, but still, I think I would like to keep them in pretty good shape. I could always get the paint off with a little alcohol since I'm using Tamiya paint. And I'm thinning with alcohol, so I can easily use a little alcohol and thin the paint really easily. I'll go back in here, and when I'm done, and probably with a brush so that I don't get overspray, I'll go through and kind of touch it up. I'm using powered frogs, so the polarity is switched with the switching machine. On this layout I'm using tortoise motors, and I use the extra contacts on the tortoise motors to switch the frogs. I think that will be sufficient. Get my gloves put back on. I've said this before, but I wear gloves because my skin dries out terribly if I get it in the alcohol over and over again. And then cleaning the paint off my skin really does a number on it. So for me, it's a personal preference thing. For me, it's just easier to wear gloves. I buy them by the box on Amazon. They're cheap. Okay, let's see where we are. Well, there's something else that needs masking. I've got some infrared sensors right here. I don't really want to paint them up because then I usually wind up replacing them when that happens. I've not been successful cleaning, for Pete's sake. Really hard to manage this tape with these gloves on. One thing you'll notice if you're doing this, especially if you've never done it before, is if your ballast is not really glued down hard, it's going to fly off everywhere. And that's what's happening to me. I thought it was down pretty good, but it's moving around, it's flying around. You could do two things, actually. You can stop, lay some more glue in, wait till tomorrow, and continue. Or you can just bash it out and then come back and try to fix everything. And that's what I'm going to do because it's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. So I was using XF90, which is red-brown. Because of the paint I'm using and the thinner that I'm using, it's very easy to clean up. I can clean up with the track rubber later. Yeah, I'd say this little section's done. Got that little task done. I'm probably gonna paint the curve, paint the other curve, and maybe across the bridges too. So essentially, I'm thinking I will paint it from the tunnel, which is over there where the column is, around the big 180. And around the other big 180, excuse me, and across the bridges. To that tunnel portal right there. I'm not going to do it all in one go. I'm going to work on it a little bit whenever I feel like it until I get it done, just a little at a time. That way it's always fun, it's always fresh. Let's go look at some of the other things I've been doing. So this all started last winter when we needed a new cabinet, built-in cabinet right there. And so I decided to try it, give it a shot. Well, that's what I came up with. The wife picked the stain, rather dark. It's got a walnut countertop on it. And I put some LEDs in it just to light it up a little bit because it's kind of a dark corner. So that's how this got started. So next came a plant stand. My better half asked me if I could build her a plant stand. She was getting a new office and she wanted a plant stand and for her old plant to put in her new office. So she showed me a couple of pictures of what she wanted and I said, okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And she said, oh, by the way, I know where we can get some nice American black cherry. Oh, well, that sounds good. Because we actually already have a few pieces of black cherry furniture that I inherited from my parents when they passed on. And I've always loved it, and I grew up with it as a kid, and I have really enjoyed it over the years. So I made this plant stand, and then, of course, my sister said, oh, I want one too. Okay. So I made another one. And then our cat destroyed the lamp in our bedroom, and we needed another lamp. And I was thinking to myself, I was looking online and stuff, and I thought, maybe I could build one. I'm sort of a Frank Lloyd Wright fan. He's an American architect in the early 20th century. And I've been to a number of his buildings and homes that he designed, and I was always pretty impressed. And you know, as a part of it, he would design furniture and lamps and things to go in those homes. So I got to looking around, and I was kind of inspired, and I came up with an idea for a lamp, but it needed a table to sit on. So the next thing you know, I'm building a table. So I got the table done, and then I built the lamp, and here they are. And that's where I am right now. I don't know where this is leading, but I find that I really enjoy woodworking. It's very similar to model building in so many ways. So that's a little idea of what I've been doing with my time when I'm not on YouTube. All right, well, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, how about subscribing? Then you can get updates to my videos when they come out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.